Learning in general is not an easy thing. And learning something that is tech related, something like programming or coding, could be overwhelming. Mainly because of the fact that there's so much to learn and you're not familiar with it because you're learning for the first time. It can make you feel as if you're not intelligent enough. So in this video, I'm here to share a mindset that I've always had when it comes to learning anything that is tech related. This is something that has worked for me. It's a mindset that has worked for me, and hopefully it can work for you. So what mindset do you need to have if you want to learn something that is tech related, something like coding or programming? To answer this question, allow me to take you back to my first computer science class back in 2019. So it's 2019 and it's a beautiful sunny day. I'm a freshman, a fresher as we used to call it, and I'm walking to attend my first computer science class. So on that specific day, we were scheduled to have Introduction to Programming Fundamentals. That was the class that I was going to attend. So I reached where the class was located and I walk in. And the first thing that I see is this girl to my left, on her phone, playing music at the same time playing a video game on her phone. And I'm like, okay, girls also play video games. Okay, that is actually cool. I look to my right and I see two guys playing Mortal Kombat XL in class on their laptop. This was like a Predator. It was like an Alienware laptop. I'm like, okay, that is actually dope. So I look around the whole class and what I observe is that everyone is on their phones. They're either doing something, playing games, but basically everyone is just on their phones. So it's like, okay, so this is what a computer science class actually looks like. So I walk right to the back to find a place for me to sit, and I sit next to this couple. Okay, they weren't a couple, but they looked like a couple. Yeah, so I sat next to them, and immediately I did that, the lecturer walked in, and I was like, okay, this is it. This is what we have been waiting for. Let's see how this will go, because at the time I had no idea what programming was, and I was learning it for the very first time. And so the lecturer starts lecturing, and as the lecture progresses, he starts using some of the jargons, introductory jargons that are in computer science. He's talking about primitive data types, paradigms, programming paradigms, and I'm there, I'm like, oh my goodness, I have never come across these words. And the whole lecture suddenly turns south, because at this moment I can't understand a single thing that he is trying to teach us. It felt as if I was like learning in a different language, because it felt as if he was using a different language, and there I was just staring and wondering, what did I just do? Did I just make the right decision by coming into a programming course? Because everything did not make sense at first, and I was just sitting there in disbelief. I'm like completely blown away. My eyes are opening wide, my mouth is like this. I can't even recognize that it's open. I'm like, okay, I am totally screwed, because I don't know if this is for me, because I am not understanding a single thing. So that was my experience. It felt as if I was learning a totally different language. Fast forward to 4 years, and we're here now. Looking back to the stuff that we were learning in that first class, I've come to realize that those were the basics, and it gets better with time, because as you progress through learning, as you persist, you realize that stuff actually starts making sense, like the dots actually start connecting, and that's when you start appreciating what you're learning, because now you're able to apply, and when you apply, you're able to better appreciate what you're learning. So what's the mindset do you need to have? The mindset here should be, okay, if you do not understand something, you say to yourself, alright, I don't understand this, and it's completely fine because I'm learning it for the first time. I will keep learning. I'm not going to give up on this. I will keep going and I'm going to learn this. Because once you keep going, stuff is going to start making sense. And that's the mindset that you need to have. Accept that you might not understand it at first, but don't allow yourself to give up. Give yourself enough time. It can be 6 months, it can be even a year. I'm pretty sure you are going to get it. This is a mindset that has always worked for me, and I hope it works for you. So don't give up, keep persistent, be persistent, and